What's up, guys, and welcome back to our Microsoft Flight Simulator career. It's stressful. Running an aviation company is stressful. We're on the phone right now, checking everything, hoping everything's all right. So we are not looking good money-wise. We've got 29,600 credits. That's because I've been trying to repair one of our Cessna 172s. I believe it's the, let's check all companies. It's our Get You Theirs. This one right here, we just did, let's manage it. We just did a maintenance thing, our checkup. So we spent over $150,000 on this plane. There's a few things that are not looking good. Flight controls are good. Fuel system is good for now, but not really great. Electrical system, we've got a lot of issues. If we want to fix the electrical system, that's going to cost us 71,000 credits, which we don't have. Landing gear is good. General is okay. Lights, whatever. So basically what I'm trying to do, I was trying to get this thing fixed up. We've got the crew back on, and what we did is we bumped it down to the lowest insurance of 570 credits per flight hour. I'm assuming if you put an AI pilot as crew in your aircraft, they're not going to crash it. So I'm going to test that out. I actually moved all of our aircraft, including our Vision Jet, into the lowest insurance because it was just absolutely killing our bottom line. I'm hoping this thing's going to make us some money. It's technically not fully good to go in terms of maintenance, but we don't have enough money to fix it. We could do a one-off mission, but I'm ready to move into our next level of flying here. So if we take a look at some of the specializations we're working towards, still can't figure out aerial advertising. Looking forward to seeing the comments from the last episode. I think you guys are probably gonna have a tip for me. We just did search and rescue. Cargo transport, we need our turboprop rating. Aerial fighter fighting, we need our turboprop rating. Medevac, we need our turboprop rating. There's a common denominator here. Turboprop aircraft are more efficient and cost-effective than jets when flying at lower altitudes. They're also better suited for takeoffs on shorter and unpaved runways. So we are going to be taking our exam with the last $20,000 in our account. Holy cow, it's time to not mess this up, Trev. Here we go. Didn't even have our setup good to go. So yeah, we're going to be getting the turboprop rating, maybe doing some medevac missions today. Kind of makes sense. We did search and rescue in the last episode. Now we're going to be flying in and getting people out. A little bit worried about that because I feel like we've done like package delivery missions, but medevac, you really need to have some smooth landings and stuff. We'll see how that works out, but this is kind of the choke point to a lot of future things for us. So we're going to be able to get into, obviously very excited for firefighting. We're going to have to get the scoop rating for that though, so we can fly down and scoop up water. That'll probably be like maybe next episode. I don't know. We'll see. It's fun. I like bouncing back and forth. Obviously, we've got to keep branching out and getting ratings for future things, but I'm also a little bit worried about the business side of things. Dude, this is a big airplane. The Grand Caravan, baby. The minivan of the skies. I guess I never realized how big these things were. Like, I feel like we're really stepping up in size here, and obviously there's some pretty big jumps from here too. So we're going to remove the engine covers. We've got our wheel chocks down here. I don't know what's going on with the ground. I'm sorry about this. I want to record. I want to record episodes, but I also want to wait because I know big updates are coming out for the game, and it's definitely not my internet. We have well over a gig here, so it's like the servers for flights. Oop, there it is. Tarmac just popped in. All right, here we go. We are going to go ahead and enter through the door here. Ooh, little fold down ladder type thing. All right, this thing is nice. This is truly the minivan of the skies. I didn't realize it had this many rows. Are you kidding me? Feels like I'm on a school bus just going back to 7th grade or something. Did I ride the bus in 7th grade? Maybe more like 5th. I'm not sure, but all right. Go ahead and get her fired up. See what we got going on. Looks like we've got some Garmin avionics. Is this the G1000? It looks similar to stuff we've used before, but I don't think it's the exact same, but we'll take it. We've got dual...
Welcome to the green fields and beautiful lakes of Switzerland. We're lucky enough to be flying over Lake Constance with some gorgeous weather today. You will be showing me how you perform a standard traffic pattern with a short landing using reverse thrust.
Oh, gosh.
You can start whenever you are ready.
Oh, now you've got me nervous. I don't think I've set up reverse thrust as a thing. Okay, so there's going to have to be a reverse thrust button. Hold on. Do we want hold or toggle propeller reverse thrust? Oh, boy. Do we have it on? Switch the HOTAS. We don't have it set on that either. Okay, I'm gonna say, I'm trying to think of a good button for it. Maybe like X? There's 4 other things for X. That feels like a bad one. We've got it set on B2. I'm hoping that's gonna work. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be a bit of a sketchy thing. I'm sure it'll tell us on the keyboard what we need to do. All right, so we're gonna request taxi clearance.
St. Gallen Ground, Cessna, November 59292.
Here we go.
With Quebec, request taxi for takeoff west departure.
This is a fat plane, dude.
Cessna November
I like it,
59292 taxi.
It's gonna be slow and slow. It's gonna be easy to...
Using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 119.7 when ready.
to manage. All right, go ahead and confirm all that. Thank you very much.
Taxi hold short runway 10 using taxiway Alpha Cessna 292.
She's got some hiccup. I like it. All right, we're gonna stop at our little hold short over here. I just love the sound of aircraft, the whines and the everything else. Got it. Stop at the hold short. Request clearance for takeoff. Dude, this thing, it rolls if you aren't actively on the brakes. Go ahead and acknowledge we got clearance for
Cleared
takeoff.
for takeoff runway
move forward to runway 10.
Cessna 292.
Is that from like a power perspective or what? Most of the other planes we use, they like if you're stationary, even if the prop is running a little bit. Are we going right or left here? I'm gonna assume left. Enter runway 10, looks good. Go ahead and pull over towards the middle. We're gonna start our initial climb. Oh, she sounds amazing. But yeah, most aircraft, even if your prop is kind of idling, it'll just sit there. This one, it was rolling forward. So we're gonna push forward here. Try to keep her on the center line. Go ahead and lift back a little bit. Put our flaps up. And we're doing all right so far. We got a lot of room in this thing. He feels really far away. 2,100 feet up over Switzerland. My goodness, what a beautiful place. Look at those rock cliffs and stuff. Dude, it is so crazy that you can just push forward a
St. Gallen Tower Cessna,
in the air.
November 592 continue for west departure.
I just can't even imagine this feeling in real life. Like, look at what we're looking at. It's just like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen every time you decide to go flying. Like, how are we up here? How are we doing this? How is this possible? The fact that we're doing this from our living room on a video game is pretty cool, too. We have an aggressive turn there. A little over 30 degrees. That's fine, though. This thing has a little more punch than I thought it was going to. 2,700 feet. We're going to be taking another left, doing our go-around here.
Remember that you will have to perform a simulated short-field landing as instructed in the aircraft's handbook. The most important part being the use of the reverse thrust of course.
Bet. I got it on a button. The button's also going to do something else at some point, I think. We'll see. It's going to be kind of a surprise. I don't really know where the reverse thrust thing... I mean, we could try to figure it out in the aircraft and do the actual aircraft part of it, but we're coming in a bit hot. Reduce power, bring her back down. I think that would be one of the hardest things for me. Like, actually try to become a pilot is I just like it. Completely infatuated with views like this. You're up here in the clouds looking down. We're going to announce our full stop.
St. Gallen Tower Cessna, November 592.
Put our flaps up even though we never did that before. We need to get
to land.
I think I did. I don't remember. Runway 10. Got you. Go ahead and acknowledge that.
Fly
Reduce
left
power.
traffic runway 10 Cessna 292.
Gonna have to add flaps again here in a second.
Clear to land runway 10.
These little go-arounds are the easiest things in the world. All right, so we've got first set of flaps. Going to be taking a left, bringing her around town.
Cessna 292 acknowledge last
Sorry.
transmission.
Yep. Don't yell at me, please.
Clear to land runway 10 Cessna 292.
Just like the shadows coming across the avionics and stuff. Like it's just unbelievable. Like it's so cool that humans have achieved this. I know we're in a very weird part of society. I think we're in the best part of society. Obviously, at some point in the future, you know, we're starting to send rockets out into outer space. At some point, we're gonna have space figured out. But the fact that we figured out how to get something like this giant behemoth and have it just float around like a bird in the sky, like that is just stupid. When you really think about how, like, on a simplistic level, how ridiculous this is, it's just so funny. Coming in nice and slow, gotta remember. So we did the hold, I think. I'm gonna try holding the button when we need to reverse thrust. Also gonna keep an eye on the thing in the top right, the mission steps, because I think it might tell us what to do. This is our last $20,000, so I really hope we don't mess this up. Gonna go to flaps 2. Bringing Big Bertha into this bad boy. Kind of overshot it a little bit. We'll bring it back left. Don't lose too much speed, but we're looking all right so far. No glide slope available. Maybe give her a little power. I feel like there should be like a landing target and then we got to stop before we hit something. I don't really know what the plan is here, so we're gonna cut power. Come down nice and easy. Get her level. F. Push the throttle lever down and F to reverse thrust. I'm confused. Control F?
Cessna 292 exit runway when able.
I don't know if we did that right. That was weird. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to figure out the reverse thrust thing, but we're gonna be all right. Ideally, what happens is we're able to throttle up, and it will help slow us down, right? That's kind of the plan there. So you're stopping with your engine, like it's actively working against you. You're not just stopping with your.
292 exit runway when able.
I'm gonna do that. I'm going to the hold short. Chill. You're not just stopping with your brakes.
Contact ground on 121.805.
121.805. Got you. Go ahead and acknowledge that, and let's stop here. I feel like we may have messed that up a little bit,
Please acknowledge.
but I'm not too worried about it. Game is glitching out. Oh gosh, I
You
love
got your
that.
certification. Congratulations. Your flying could have been a bit cleaner, but that was a solid performance.
Prof just gave us our certification when we have no idea how to use reverse thrust. That's a good thing. 48% traffic pattern, 95 path, 100% taxi, 93 plane, 90% we missed the ATC transmission. I mean, they're just letting anybody get pilot's licenses nowadays. So we have access to turboprops. Pilatus, is that how you say it? I think Pilatus, PC-12 NGX. This thing is bad. I've heard of that thing before. In a Cessna 208B Caravan EX, this is like you got the family, the friends, the extended family. You're taking everybody out there on vacation, or we could take a lot of packages, a lot of questionable packages, get paid more money for it. Literally, we've got medium transport now. We've also got Medevac. Okay, so we're gonna be able to make some money. Medium transport might be the play over VIP. So it was, flyovers and then or first flights. These are the lowest thing. These are what you start with. Then you go to skydiving, which honestly is more work than what it's worth. It doesn't pay enough. Our packages were pretty good until we unlocked those VIP transports. These are the best now. But Japan, okay, medium cargo transport, hour and 30 minutes. What are we gonna get paid for this is the question. All right, new day here. We are back in the saddle. Looks like we're clipping through a semi there. That's all right. Yeah, it's the next morning. Game wasn't loading last night. I swear, it's like after 9, 10 p.m. Eastern time, the servers just shut down. Everything stops loading has been my experience so far. So we have our first big cargo delivery mission here. Look at the size of this bad boy. My goodness, we've got a lot of packages back there. I don't know why, I just think this plane is so cool. I always thought they were kind of big and ugly and kind of minivans of the skies, but there's something about this thing that's sick. Is this the same as like a normal Grand Caravan, or is this a special one because it's got the turboprop? I'm not sure,
Good evening. So today's destination is Miyakeville, and we're loaded with general freight. Everything's secure at the back. Nothing's moving. It's going to be smooth and easy.
Yep. Looks like it's really secure back there. We're going to see what we can do. Let's go ahead and complete the startup procedure.
The skids have high tolerance with turbulence, but make sure you keep the delivery smooth and on time.
So same as always, we're going to be able to get this thing done. Let's go ahead and announce our taxi. Oh, I love the way she sounds, dude. She sounds so mean. We have made it to runway 35, and we are going to go ahead and take off, and looks like we're going to be turning to the right after rotation. So, yeah. Very excited to be back, man. I ended yesterday playing. I mean, obviously went downstairs, hung out with Chelsea. We're doing our yearly Harry Potter rewatch, which we're honestly really, really late on. So we gotta step our game up a little bit. Looks like we're going back behind us. Where are we? We're climbing at 8,000 feet. Contact ATC here. But ended the night playing. Woke up playing the next day. This is my dream. Okay, it's not. No, now it's
Yokoto, approach Cessna Juliet Alpha 1917. Is type Cessna Caravan 1 miles north of Chofu, 500 feet. Request flight following.
Oh, were we supposed to... I think we were supposed to take off the other way. I think we're supposed to go to the end of the runway and turn around. That wouldn't make sense. Why would I have us do that? I'm not sure. All right, you know what? We're going to say screw that. Yep, Squawk 3135.
Squawk Tree 125.
Tree 125, gotcha. We're going to go to our
Cessna 9er 17
Scheduled flight
radar,
path.
contact 1 miles east of Chufu 1,400 feet. Altimeter 29.80.
Welcome to Japan, baby. We're going to be flying mainly over the ocean today anyway. We're going to be flying to one of the outer islands here, so it's going to be nice. Is this Tokyo in front of us? I've never been to Japan, dude. I want to go so bad. We almost booked a trip last month. I would say Japan and Africa are two. Oh, sorry. I'm just thinking, dude.
Roger, Cessna 9er 17.
But yeah, I would say Japan and what's it called? Africa are two of our main ones here. So we go ahead and get rid of the yoke here. We need our range barometric. Where's our... We're going to be taking a right up here. We might as well start it. Have I lost my mind? I guess this is a new system we haven't used before. You can tell we're starting to get a little bit... Oh.
Cessna Juliet, Alpha 19er 17 is cleared to Romeo Juliet Tango, Quebec Airport as filed. Squawk train 125.
Sorry about that. We're getting up into the clouds. I forgot to ask for permission. Go ahead and accept the instructions. Looks good.
Tokyo Center on 119.35. Good day.
Listen, ATC, I'm trying to find the autopilot button. There might not be autopilot on this thing. I feel like it has to. I really don't see... Is it pilot intercom isolation? We don't want that. Bro, if it's on the screen and I can't see it, I'm going to be so upset. We've got nav and heading and everything else. I mean, I guess those don't mean you have autopilot. We might not have autopilot here. The thing is I don't see like, we've got PA, not AP. I don't see like vertical speed mode or anything else like that. So, I mean, obviously we can change our heading bug and stuff, but I don't think we're going to be able to do autopilot. A little bit off our flight path here, but it's okay. All we can do is just kind of keep this thing full throttle, keep trying to climb. What we could do is press our CDI so we get our actual flight plan here. Why does it say we're going backwards? Does that not look like we're going backwards? Okay, well, I hope this is right. Looks like we're mirroring our thing off to the right there, so I think that's correct. All right, we're just going to keep going. Take a moment to enjoy the view, baby. Look at that down there. Oh, what a city. All right, so it looks like our flight path actually might coincide with that blue line over there. It's definitely off to our right a little bit. So we're just going to slowly make our way to Cannon, try to climb relatively respectfully. We were losing a bit of airspeed there because we were climbing a little bit too fast. We're at 5,600 feet. So we're just going to keep this thing going, get up above the clouds, and hopefully have a smooth ride. We're just surfing the clouds here, baby. I love this, man. It's so funny because like my entire Instagram algorithm has turned into flying stuff now, and my phone sits on my desk as I'm playing, so it hears me, you know, speaking to ATC and whatever else, and like I'm sure I'm watching more plane videos now too, but like just getting recommended all kinds of crazy stuff, people's first solo flights, issues with ATC, arguments, all kinds of stuff like that. It's funny. I've gone full aviation due to this series, but here we go. All right, so we kind of lost our bracket line.
You are 300 feet above your assigned altitude.
My bad.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet altimeter 29.87.
I mean, it's just a couple hundred feet. What's the worst thing that could happen, Mr. ATC?
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet Cessna 9er 17.
Gotta be honest with you, it is a very windy day today. When we go outside of the thing, this is centered. The plane is literally just catwalking this entire way. Looks like we are towards the edge of the island here. Honestly, what we need to do, and we haven't done this in a while, we need to set our trim so that we're not moving all over the place. We've been relying heavily on autopilot, which is fine. You know, that's great. Use the tools to your advantage, but I think we've been relying a little too heavily, and now we're not holding at our desired altitude that they want here. So it's a mix of power and trim. Try to get it in the right spot. There's 8,000 feet. Hold on. What's that number? Where are we at? Okay, a little bit less power maybe. Let's see where that is. A little bit more power. She just doesn't want to stay at 8,000 feet, huh? Or maybe it's the wind gusts. I think the wind gusts are pushing us up and down. So this is going to be a stressful flight. We're just going to have to watch this number here. We really want this black line to be stuck right there. That's pretty good right there. Okay. That's where we want to be. We're losing a little bit. I mean, we could inch up the power 1 more %. That's going to do a bit more than we want. So we just got to keep this thing around that 8,000 feet mark and keep flying. Oh, fly to Cannon. Why does this say Mo? Cannon's down here. So we're right here. Weird. It's like our flight path disappeared. Cannon's all the way down there. Oh, there's MOE04 past Cannon. Okay, so we're just gonna aim for this and hope for the best. I'm pretty sure it's glitched. Look at our flight path thing here. Like we're going in a straight line. It keeps going to the right and then resetting. I don't know what's going on. We're also getting pushed to the right. There's a horizontal trim, right? Is there a way that we can try to hold this thing level? I missed my autopilot. Flight plan procedures menu, enter. There's no like altitude hold. There's no nothing here. Look at that mountain off in the distance right there, dude. That is so sick. I love all the little imperfections and bugs and stuff on the windshield. This is just so amazing. You taking in this view, bro? This is insane. I can't believe we're up here right now. We're over on the other side of the world flying around Japan. Like, how sick is that? Gotta be careful, make sure we're not gaining too much altitude. She has been a bit finicky, that's for sure, but things are going well. Oil pressure's down. We've got warning. Sir? What's going on here, sir? I was just outside of the plane getting B-roll. We've got no oil pressure. Warning. Warning. We're stalling. Why? Bro, what? I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. We're out over the ocean. I don't know what to do. We're just gonna have to hold it here? A good thing we were at 8,000 feet like they told us to. Are we landing at Mo? How do I call it a mayday? I don't understand what happened. I don't know if this is planned or not. Sir, is this supposed to be happening? I think what happened, I was switching. It's back. Oh my gosh, it's back. I think I hit the engine cutoff, or the fuel cutoff. No, it might not be back. Oil's getting up there. We're getting speed again. Oh my God, that absolutely scared me. I thought we were gonna try, I was looking down here, so there's an ignition switch, alternate power, bus tie. There was a fuel pump I was gonna try using. Starter engine is on, so we could have tried that. I think what happened is I think my hand brushed the keyboard as I was going to switch from inside and out and getting those camera angles, and that was almost an absolute disaster. Okay, it's got our flight path back, so I'm just gonna go to that. We have lost a lot of altitude here. We're down to 4,600, but that's okay, as long as we can hold steady here. Oh, we've got power again. Oh my goodness, dude. I really scared myself. This would be the coolest thing, dude. Just skirting the top of the clouds, dragging your wheels through it, feeling like a bird. This is awesome. Would definitely get a little bit scary as you go into them, but that's okay. That's what happens. That's why we've got instruments, and that's why we trust said instruments. Would definitely be a little bit scary as you go into them and lose your bearings, but that's all right. That's why we've got instruments, and we're gonna trust said instruments. So we're going to MOE04 over here. We probably need to be a little careful about our power. I'm gonna start reducing that since we're gonna be losing altitude. Looks like we're gonna hit MOE and then go off to the left. I'm really confused by this entry pattern. I've got a feeling we're not gonna get a very good score on this one based on the fact that we cut the engine off over the ocean. Are we landing over there? It kind of looks like we're coming in and then banging a left. I'm not sure. We could be landing right here too, though. That kind of looks like a runway over there. Let me put my yoke back. Now that we aren't gonna have to restart the plane or anything, that absolutely terrified me right there. Reduce our power. You could always do a go around if you need, so more power is better than less power, and I would assume, but I just don't think we need that much right now. Dude, this is so beautiful. We just turned our heads in sync. Look at that thing, man. Look at those islands over there. I'm ready for a nice beach day. This looks like some sort of an approach, right? Really appreciate this headwind letting us see the entire island. We're going to the left here, but we're looking at the island, just kind of crab walking along. That is so weird. That just feels so unnatural. It feels like we're moving through space and time that we shouldn't be. Definitely looks like an airstrip down there.
Line 282 at 24. Cleared to land runway 20.
Okay. Go ahead and acknowledge that. Runway 20.
Clear to land runway
I don't know.
20 Cessna 917.
If we zoom in on this, I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's the next part of the path. Maybe we're gonna stop here and then take off and go over there. I don't know if that's gonna be a part of our mission or not. We're probably a little off center here. I thought we were gonna be low, but we're actually looking pretty good. Speed's holding nicely. We could probably reduce speed and add flaps at this point. We probably should have done that a while ago. So we're down a bit. Go ahead and add our first degree of flaps. That's going to slow us down even more. We can add a little bit of power just to keep us floating here. We are losing speed pretty quickly. Don't have any glide slope or anything. Just going to have to trust our judgment and the magical blue lines. Bro, this is so insane. What are we doing coming in like this? I love it, but I hate it at the same time. It's kind of stressing me out. So I guess when you're coming into a win like this, you're supposed to use rudder at the last minute to correct yourself, right? I really don't like using rudder on this. I need to get it set up where we have pedals. That would help out immensely, but I guess we just got to do what we got to do right now. This is just so insane. Look at that island there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this. Just love this so much. Holding steady around 100 knots. Could probably drop it a little bit more. Do we want to go to flaps 2? Let's see where flaps 2 puts us. Stresses me out messing with the oh, that added a bunch of lift. Stresses me out with the flaps as we get closer, because it really changes the attitude and the you know, kind of responsiveness of the plane. So I like to have it locked. For a while there, we were switching to 30-degree flaps right at the very end. I don't think that's the call. I think we want to have it on 10 or 20. As long as you're not in a crazy situation with a short runway or crazy wind or anything like that, I think you want to just kind of set it and have it there. So we're going to stick around 75 knots here. Probably reduce it a little bit. Obviously a little off the center line here, but that's okay. I'm going to reduce a little bit more power. Here we go. This is so freaking stressful. Look at how sideways we are. They got a cruise ship port or something right there. Watch your speed. Do we want to be closer to that 50 to 70 mark? Is that why that's the solid white line on our airspeed indicator? Or are we good? Reduce power a little bit. Coming in absolutely off the center line, but it's fine. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Why are we so sideways, bro? What in the... What? I thought, bro, what? Look at the way the plane starts that way and then it turns sideways. All right, so I'm just gonna try to put this thing down the T. Martin way here. I'm not gonna worry too much about everything. Question for you, is too much flaps bad? I feel like we had a bit too much flap there. We have way too much speed here, but it's fine. We're at least coming in more on the center line. We can iron that out. Do you need me to announce my intention to land here or what? Why? Our engine's not slowing down at all. Bro, what? Okay. ATC, I'm doing a go around. We're gonna get these packages here in a hurry. I know they're gonna be bouncing around a little bit back there, but it's fine. Time is of the essence. I'm actually about to go play the Fortnite, whatever they call it. Like the original map is coming back. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna post a video on it. You guys will have already seen that video when you're watching this, if you have any interest in Fortnite. I'm kind of excited, dude. I haven't played Fortnite in so long. I'm supposed to be getting on in 2 minutes, so this is a bit of an important approach here. This is really windy. So we had one failed attempt, second failed attempt, but we didn't crash it. We were able to, you know, play it smart and go around. We're flying into the wind straight up here. Definitely want to slow this thing down. I feel like the 20% flaps almost kind of messed us up there. Well, it's just, sometimes you just gotta send it, baby. Sometimes you just gotta send it. Not into the side of a house. Dude, it is ridiculously hard. Look at the way this plane is moving here. Here we go. Completely sideways. Oh, too much lift. See those? The dang flaps. Bro. I'm gonna go no flaps. Looking like I'm straight out of the Colombian cartel. Pablo would hire me. Why is my engine not stopping? I feel like my engine's messed up. We're not slowing down at all. Okay, you know what? I just realized it. We aren't using our reverse thrust. I think that's part of the problem. Let's get one set of flaps out here. This is really hard. This is the hardest mission we've done yet. The thing is I don't think I have the reverse thrust properly set up. I've got an idea. Where's that engine ignition? Let's just shut the fuel pump. We're gonna shut the fuel pump and the engine ignition off. That didn't work. Okay, it's fine. Here we go. And over the houses. We mapped it to this button. I don't think it actually works. I'm hitting it. Shut the engine off. Shut it off, shut it off, shut it off, shut it off, shut it off. Oh my gosh, we got it. Okay. Tried to completely cut our fuel and everything to be able to do so. You know, I'm gonna have to get that thing figured out. But the landing before this was pretty good. I felt like we were actually doing pretty good. I obviously didn't want to slam on the brakes because we had a decent amount of speed there, but the engine just wasn't slowing down. Is this? that is doing that. So we just need to hit that button. That's all we had to do. Well, you live and you learn. You crash a couple planes, spend a couple of your lives. It's fine. Not a big deal. We got this. I think we're ready for Medevac. Here we go. Medical flight for a surfer urgency in Courchevel ski station. Urgent air ambulance for Pierre Vachir, 28-year-old French skier. He's got some head trauma, bad wipeout after hitting a bump on the slope. I don't know what's worse for him, the slope or my flying tendencies, but we're going to try to keep things as even and contained as possible here. Transport the patient safely to the hospital for appropriate treatment. Sounds good to me. Little Medevac mission. Judging off my health insurance premiums, I would assume we're probably going to get paid a whole bunch from this. Look at this outfit. Okay. Got the little cross and stuff on the side. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and advance. We traded in the captain's uniform. We are a man of the people now. Loading them up. I thought we might be like landing on the ski slope or something, but no, okay.
Abraham, run your final check while I'm briefing our pilot. We're in charge of Pierre today. French man of 28, out for a wander near Courchevel ski station. Bad wipeout after hitting a bump
Pierre,
on the
dude.
slope. Pierre's father, Philippe, is with us too.
He's still weak, so fly carefully, please.
Oh gosh, okay. There's a lot of pressure here. This isn't just a bunch of Amazon packages we're going to be delivering. This is somebody's life, so we gotta lock in here.
Golf Papa Yankee Delta is taxiing to runway 4.
We have to lock in, and it looks like this is our runway. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, Courchevel, this is a really crazy runway. We did landing challenges here on the last game. I'm hoping we don't, yeah, we're going to run into that. It's fine. They shouldn't have. Oh, we actually missed it. We'll take it. Up over the wing there, too. Beautiful. Try to brake as lightly as possible. We can go ahead and request the takeoff permission. Dude, these turboprops are weird. So that's 100% what was wrong with the last one. Because, like, right now, if I let off the brake, it goes. It rolls. So she's just got so much power, there's really nothing we can do. Unless we use that reverse thrust button. So kind of forgot about that since we had started the episode on one day, finished it the next morning, but it is what it is, baby. All right, so we're going to be taking off from runway 04. I'm assuming we want to wait until we get to the edge before we start advancing. This is one of the most terrifying things I think I have ever seen in my entire life. This is very much like Lukla, maybe a little bit worse. Oh my goodness, dude. All right. Now we can head down the runway. Hopefully we're going to be able to pick up enough speed quick enough. Dude, this is ridiculous. And we're going to go ahead and lift off at the end. Oh my goodness, dude. Wow. Okay, I think it wanted us to take off a little bit earlier, but there's not a whole lot that we could have done, to be honest. We're going to go no flaps here. Dude, it wants us to climb like this?
Captain, please adjust your pitch to alleviate the patient's discomfort.
I was gonna say, it feels like it's really aggressive for somebody who's laying on a gurney. Maybe we just kind of level this thing out. We're gonna have a slightly more moderate altitude gain here. There's a lot of extra pressure here too, because his dad's in the cabin, watching our every move, gonna be reporting
Marseille
everything.
Center Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Papa Yankee Delta.
If it was
is
just
type
him, we could
Cessna
just take
Caravan
advantage of
1
him.
miles
He wouldn't
east
remember
of Lima
anything.
Foxtrot Tango Delta Sierra 7,400 feet. Request flight following.
I mean, beautiful country though. This is absolutely unreal. Look at these mountains. Wow. We'll be taking a left here, trying to get into our flight pattern. A bit underneath the suggested path that they had for us, but that's okay. We got 42 nautical miles to our next waypoint. What's the... We see this here. I think it's going to be a pretty short flight. Maybe not as flat as I thought. All right, we're going to be fine. Here we go. I really don't know how to use this thing at all. Can we zoom out? There's no zoom out button. All right, I guess we can... The thing is our flight path is totally wrong. Look at this. It's got us going back to the left. Meanwhile, this wants us to go this way. Yep, I got you. I'm trying to figure out where we're going, man. Most important thing is we get him there, and we get him there, you know, nice and safely.
Radar contact 10,700 feet. QNH 101 tree continue to IB 18Z turning and following heading tree 05 P-Beg RAEX S2ZUM P-SEP resume.
So we're just going up to a...
Follow navigation climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Keep speed not above 170 knots.
11,000 feet, 170 knots. Looks good to me. All right, this is 11,000 right here, so we're gonna pitch down. Let me go ahead and shoot. I just realized we don't have the vertical speed or the altitude hold mode or anything like that. Let's go ahead and confirm that with ATC. Yes, I know. You can't even let me think before you ask me to reconfirm it. Come on, man. Give me like 2 seconds.
Turning, and following heading tree 05, proceed on course climb and maintain 11,000 feet keep speed. Not above 170 knots Cessna Papa Yankee Delta.
So we're currently at 153 knots, which is fine. What we're gonna do
Contact line approach on 125.805.
is adjust our trim. Yep. Dude, you literally have to tell them I heard you immediately, which makes sense. I'm complaining, but that definitely makes sense. But it's kind of a lot.
Cessna Foxtrot, Golf Papa Yankee Delta 10,900 feet.
All right, we're looking good. I actually really love the livery on the plane here. I gotta be honest, like, oh, we didn't put, we don't have landing gear we can put up here. Okay, that makes sense. ATC's annoying, not gonna lie. I've realized they're supposed to be our best friend up here. They're doing a great job keeping us safe, but I'm
Doctor,
assuming it's the same thing in real life.
Okay for you? Affirmative. Please fly as steady as possible.
Steady as possible. We can do that. We're holding right at 11,000 feet. We got our trim set. We got our speed. Everything is looking perfect. But yeah, it's all for a reason. It makes sense. These are the people with the eyes in the sky that can keep us all safe.
On a doctor.
We're doing a patient exam live mid-flight. He's actually checking on him over there. All right, gotta be careful not to take our eyes off the skies for too long. But it makes sense. It's just like, bro, you gotta. I can't believe the amount of chit chat that pilots have to do back and forth to keep everything on the up and up. But all right, we're chilling. We're cruising altitude, cruising speed,
Our
trim set.
in distress. We need to land immediately and get Pierre to the nearest hospital, please.
Oh shoot. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to land quickly and safely.
Golf Papa Yankee Delta is declaring Pan-Pan. Medical condition critical, requesting
Pan-Pan.
landing to Lima Foxtrot Lima Juliet altitude is 11,000 feet.
Cessna Papa Yankee Delta Roger Pan-Pan.
Where's Pan-Pan? Pattern entries over there. All right, so we're gonna be switching
Going to 120
our radio frequencies. Patients in pain. I mean,
Marseille Center Cessna Foxtrot.
I don't think we're that aggressive
Papa
right
Yankee
now.
Delta,
30-degree
11,000
turn.
feet.
I mean, that's a pretty high turn, but I'm kept it nice and
Cessna Foxtrot.
clean.
Golf Papa Yankee Delta Marseille. Center QNH 101 tree continue as planned.
Okay. Are we flying back to where we just came from? Kind of a catch-22, because you need to be as quick as possible to be able to get the patient to where they need to be. But you also need to be as steady as possible to make sure the patient's not deteriorating along the way. Pattern entry is back that way. Wow, okay, so they had us fly out, and then we're going to fly back. All in one go. You just had to be difficult, didn't you, buddy? I'm just kidding. We're going to get you there in one piece. Come on, baby. We got this. Trying to see if we can see what runway they have us going to. Did our flight plan or anything? No, I don't think we really have like a set flight plan. We would have to input that and update it and stuff. It's obviously we're flying by the seat of our pants here, so we're just gonna have to get it done. That worked out really well in Japan. I see a bunch of little ski dude, I've never been like skiing out in the Alps and stuff. This would be amazing. I'm gonna contact the arrival airport. We're gonna get this guy down as soon as possible.
Traffic Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Papa Yankee Delta tree miles northwest 11,000.
We're literally taking him right back to the same place. Perfect. This isn't stressful at all because it's the terrifying runway that we had before, and this is a patient's life that we have in our hands. So you guys can see it has us coming in, going around, and coming this way. We're not going to do that. I'm going to get this patient down as soon as possible. We are in a life-saving situation. The airport is pretty much directly underneath us, and that's a cause for drastic measures. It's actually not that drastic. We're just basically going to skip the whole loop-to-loop part. We're just going to have to slow down a lot earlier and have to get a little bit more aggressive. Here we go. Come on, baby. Don't forget your what's it called, Trev? The anti-thrust, whatever. Reverse thrust. Let's go ahead and add first set of flaps so we can start losing some speed here. I would imagine we're going to want a bunch of flaps on this because it's a very aggressive looking runway. Are we going to have enough time to lose speed here? I think we will. Let's do double flaps, 20 degrees. can see where we're headed down there, kind of. We can see some ski lifts and stuff. That looks like fun. I'm telling you, as soon as I drop this guy off, we're getting out. We're strapping up and we're getting in there. It's gonna be great. There's our runway. Wow, we have a lot of altitude to lose. All right, I'm gonna go flaps 3. We're gonna have to start pushing down on this nose here. This is so freaking stressful. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful, but it is so freaking stressful. Here we go. Keep an eye on that runway down there. We have completely, I guess, if we, that kind of shuts down the engine a little bit. That kind of slows it down. If we let go, she fires back up. Okay. That's what we were doing. I thought it was like an actual reverse thrust where we had to like push the thrust forward because it, you know, like on a jet or something. But no, this is, are you sure this is where we want to land? I feel like this is not a very good final. Okay. I'm going to shut the engine down, lose a bunch of speed. We're going to come around here. We're going to be fine. Your boy's kind of going off the flight plan at this point, but I think the situation calls for it. 25% turn, slowly gliding in here. Oh, she's completely shut down. You can, wow. How long does it take it to go back up? We're holding steady on the speed too. That's terrifying. All right. I'm gonna see. Oh gosh. I actually feel like that was pretty smooth right there. Flatten her out. Now the thing is, we're gonna have to have a nasty flare on this. We're not landing on flat ground. We're gonna have to kind of swoop down and up. We've still got quite a bit of speed. We're gonna have to hammer that brake. Oh boy. Oh boy.
500.
Are we coming in too hot? No, go down. Don't float. Don't float, don't float, don't float, don't float. Brake, 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 brake. We were a little late on the landing. Oh my God, we were so close, dude. Oh shoot, okay, this time it's gonna have it be different for us. We're gonna have to actually land at the normal airport. That's I wish it would have given me at least one more chance. You know, we almost had it there, it's fine. I kind of like that though. The missions are gonna be a little bit different. So it looks like this time we're gonna be landing at a much more respectable airport. I really don't, every other time if you end up crashing, it'll let you retry it. I don't know why that one didn't let us retry it. Thank goodness you held on this time, Pierre, because in the,
11 miles north of Chambéry. Contact Chambéry Tower on 118.3 when inbound.
in the metaverse where, yep, confirmed. In the metaverse
Tower
where,
on 118.3 Cessna.
we had to turn
Kilo,
around.
Kilo,
You weren't
Echo.
making it. We weren't gonna make that landing. We kind of stuck the landing. I shouldn't have turned so hard. I feel like we made the landing and then we flipped the plane at the end, but you could have gotten the patient out. You could have gotten him to the hospital. You know, plane was a bit of a loss, but it's no big deal. Let's go ahead and contact the tower for final.
Chambéry Tower, Cessna Foxtrot. Bravo Kilo Kilo Echo, 8 miles north inbound, ILS Zulu runway, 18 approach.
Definitely gonna have to lose a bit of
Cessna
speed
Foxtrot.
here.
Bravo Kilo Kilo Echo.
Get our
Chambéry
flaps
Tower.
down.
QNH 101 cleared ILS Zulu runway 18 approach.
18 approach.
Cleared
Here we go.
ILS Zulu runway, 18 approach Cessna Kilo Kilo Echo.
Cleared to land runway
Cleared to
18.
land runway 18 Cessna Kilo Kilo Echo.
We're just gonna have to make this one buttery smooth in response, baby.
Patient okay for landing, but be quick and smooth. It's serious there.
I will do my best.
Please keep your seatbelt buckled.
We don't have any sort of glide slope indicator or anything, so we're just going to be on this on our own. I think we're probably a little bit high. Let's reduce a little bit of power. Lose some altitude. We got a nice long runway along this lake to guide us in. We've also got that engine shut down if we need it. These planes are fun. They give you a lot of freedom. A lot of control over what you're doing, if that makes sense. I feel like we're still a little bit high here, so let's angle her down. Still very high. Bring her down a bunch more. Probably going to kill the engine here.
500.
Here we go. Coming in. Officially over the runway. Speed's looking good. Trying to get him in. Try to get him in safe. Quick, safe, and and smooth. Still a little bit fast, to be honest. I think we could have added a little bit more flap.
Cessna Kilo Echo exit runway when able.
Almost impossible. Just a few minutes more.
Flap was definitely a bit of an issue there, but it's fine. If anything, I'm just mostly sad that we weren't able to retry that one at Courchevel, because that was pretty epic. This thing
Cessna
has
Kilo
so much power.
Echo exit runway when able.
Will do. Go around this guy. I just can't believe how fast it is.
Echo contact ground on 118 decimal tree.
118 decimal tree? Sounds good.
Going to 118 decimal tree Cessna. Kilo Echo.
You know what? I think we were on double speed on the landing right there. So for a double speed landing, that's pretty good. Sometimes when because obviously we failed the other one, so we had to get to that point again, so I fast forwarded it. I'll be honest, if everything's coming at you double speed, that was pretty good. I've said it before, it's honestly really surprising just how slow everything moves up there, which is nice. I mean, I'm sure there are moments where things come at you fast, but in that sense...
Cessna Kilo Echo, did you hear my last transmission?
I'm already in the loading screen, girl. All right, 100% patient's health, 50% medical procedure compliance. I don't even know what that is. We got a B. I'll take it. Medevac is complete. We're definitely going to have to do some more Medevac and some more search missions. Those are a lot of fun. In terms of certifications, looks like, ooh, scoop endorsements coming next. So I think we're going to be fighting fires coming up next. We've got AGAV, which is really close too. We need landings on soft runways, so I can work on that off screen. But it looks like if we get that scoop endorsement, we're going to be able to do some aerial firefighting. The initial attack. There's also extended attacks, which with bigger planes. Cool. All right, so we're making our way through, man. We're really moving on up. Hope you guys are enjoying. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in our next episode. Stay safe out there. And thanks for joining Team Martin Airways. Peace out.